Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Shirley Feigenbaum considers herself lucky to be celebrating her 67th birthday.
Happy birthday.
4 years ago, Shirley was diagnosed with a rare form of breast cancer.
From what little that I heard about inflammatory breast cancer, which is what I have, the prognosis was very bad, and I did not expect to live more than a few months.
It would have been easy for Shirley to retreat down a pessimistic path. But Shirley and her family chose a different road, one that revealed hope. Hope for herself and hope for future generations. Shirley chose treatment that involved participating in research studies known as clinical trials.
At the beginning, the first clinical trial, I felt that I was doing it for somebody else because I did not think that I was going to live to have it help me. But after a while, I didn't feel so altruistic about it.
Shirley's experience has been bolstered by expert medical care and lots of family support.
I got this for you, Grandma.
Oh, thank you, honey. This is so beautiful. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome. I think I would be so scared if I had cancer. I just wouldn't be able to face it. And she's done it so well. She's the bravest person I know.
Hi, Linda. How are you today?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Clinical trials to test new drugs are conducted in 3 phases. Phase 1 trials involve trying a new drug for the first time in humans.
It's been studied in cell lines, it's been studied in animal models, it's been tested in animals. Now you have a drug that's formulated, you're going to give it to humans.
Phase 1 trials are designed to answer questions about safety and what dosage amounts to administer. Gail Joseph has lung cancer that spread to her liver and other parts of her body. She decided to participate in a Phase 1 trial.
No, I don't feel like a guinea pig. I feel more like the astronaut that's going up in the space shuttle that gets to be the first one to see the Earth from up there.
We need to break that stereotype that people on clinical trials are not guinea pigs.
Phase 2 trials focus on learning if the new therapy works against a specific condition. Does it shrink a tumor? Does it improve blood test results? Phase 3 trials are conducted to see if the new treatment works better than the standard therapy currently being used. In a study of life-threatening diseases, no one goes without treatment if there is a standard therapy available. In most cases, the only time a placebo or inactive pill can be used is when there is no known treatment. Subjects are always told beforehand if a study involves the use of a placebo. If you choose to enroll in a clinical trial, there are federal rules and regulations to protect you. Informed consent is a process that includes written documents and discussions to explain everything about a clinical trial, including all the risks and potential benefits. It's during these discussions that you and your medical team weigh the pros and cons of your potential participation. It's helpful to have family members or friends with you during these discussions. Here are some questions you might consider asking. Besides being in the research study, what are my other choices for treatment? And what are the risks and benefits of those choices? Is it going to cost me money out of my pocket to get this experimental treatment? For example, if I have to come to the doctor more often, is there a way to help pay for my transportation, parking, or babysitting? Who benefits financially from this research study? Does the doctor in charge of the study make money if this particular drug or device ends up on the market? If you decide to participate in a clinical trial and sign the informed consent, it's important to remember that your participation is totally voluntary and you can withdraw from the study at any time. Shirley Feigenbaum consented to a clinical trial with a new drug that contained a special molecule to disrupt her tumor's ability to grow. Patients like Shirley help advance research by agreeing to be part of clinical trials. But patients with cancer and other diseases, as well as their family members, can also help advance research by agreeing to donate blood and tissue samples.
And that's crucial to this new millennium of drug development, is getting access to tissue, doing the genetic and protein profiling to determine who may be best suited for a given drug.
The clinical trial to which Gail Joseph consented involved undergoing a CT-guided liver biopsy, a procedure in which modern scanning technology guides a needle into the liver to extract tumor cells.
It had its uncomfortable times, yes, but if I was to be approached again and someone said, we have another phase 1 and another clinical trial, but gee, Gail, you're going to have another biopsy, I wouldn't hesitate to do it again.
If you decide to participate in a clinical trial nowadays, specifically one that's going to focus on targeted therapy against your cancer, then you really are heroic. You are donating part of your cancer, a biopsy, part of the tissue, part of your cancer.
Whether it's donating blood or tissue or enrolling in a clinical trial, participation in clinical research is not for everyone. It's a decision you and your family must consider carefully. Remember, there is no guarantee an experimental treatment will work, but you can be certain that your health will be closely monitored.
I felt very secure knowing that they were so concerned that there was so much monitoring.
I never felt like my mother was a science experiment. They always treated her like she was a person. They always gave her dignity, and they accorded us the same respect.
Part of Shirley Feigenbaum's motivation to participate in cancer research hits close to home. Shirley's mother had breast cancer, and Shirley has 2 daughters.
It's a huge factor to me. I mean, if since my girls might have the same thing.
It's a marvel to me how somebody could be that strong.
She doesn't seem scared at all. Whatever might happen.
It's very difficult to sit and wait knowing that the cancer is going to come back. And I hope that there is another chance, another clinical trial.
Newer therapies provide me with those things. Something for Shirley, for the future.